Hello everyone, welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. Well, I'm going to turn some of this dirt right here, and Rainielle's bringing me up a couple wheelbarrows of rice hulls. I'm going to turn this dirt right here because it's actually I'm going to go back this way a little bit. I want to kind of flatten this out a little bit here. It's a pretty good slope on this part of the garden. Anyway, I'm going to use this soil to fill up the hanging tomato buckets. So I'm going to break the soil up and add some rice hulls to it and use that soil. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this right in here. Hey Rainielle, if you could put it here, just put it right here. I was going to take this out, but I'm thinking I'm just going to use this here. Alright, I've enlisted Rainielle's help. I mixed up that soil there. It's at least 50-50 with rice hulls, maybe even a little more. It still seems really thick to me, but I don't know. I think it'll be okay for this time. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so I'm going to plant these red ones first. These are the cherry type, closest thing to a cherry that they have here. Here, you hold this, Rainielle. So, I'm going to fish one of these out. I'm going to try to plant the best ones. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so I think we've got 10 good ones in here. Real gentle like. Charlie's not a happy boy. So what I'm going to do, these are small enough to where I can come from the top. I kind of fit them down through like that. Now, instead of sticking that all the way out the bottom, I'm going to leave about this much of it up inside the bucket and put soil around it, and that will all root. It'll help it root faster and have more roots overall. So let's shut this off, Rainielle, and sorry about that. I'm gonna have Rainielle hand me the soil, so I need both hands. Alright, so we got that one filled up, and we're just gonna work our way down. Maybe this time it'll be low enough to where Rainielle can point the camera down in there so you can see what I'm doing. So this is what it looks like inside the bucket. This is the root here. This is the, oh, I'm going to lose it. So as you can see, I've set it so the root is up into the bucket about 1.5 inches, and that leaves all this here to be the plant, which will extend down. So I'm going to gently put in a little more soil from this other bucket around it. And kind of pack this little ball in right here, and then we can just dump it in. Just go ahead and dump that in, Rainielle. Beautiful. Alright, so now you can see the technique that we're using. So me and Rainielle are going to put the camera down and get to work.
He also wants to look the.
Huh?
Charlie wants also to look the camera.
Oh, I'm sure.
Daddy is start planting the hanging tomato. Now careful the oil. Goodness. We're going to pass here. Ariko. Ariko.
I don't even know if this chair is going to be high enough in a minute.
It's not anymore. You want me to do that?
You're shorter than I am. If I can't do it, how are you going to do it?
You will carry me.
I've been drinking something.
Yeah, I'm drinking Coke. How many here? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So 25. Well, Daddy is planting the hanging tomato again. We're going to have a hanging tomato. The other bucket is really squeezed it the day. You squeeze that one.
Huh?
The one close to the.
Really squeezed it. What do you mean?
It's almost broken. We did not move that far. Oh, careful. There's a hole. None. You're killing the tomato. Oh, what is that? Limoncito.
I'm not killing it. The Komodos are killing it.
The soil is very soft, so you are sinking. Hi. What kind of tomato is that today?
These are some kind of a local tomato.
Ah.
They look kind of like well, they're what we get in the store. They're kind of like a Roma.
The big one? No.
There's no such thing as a big one here.
Uy, the last time that the the day
What are you doing, Charlie? What are you doing?
It's almost done. How many left? How many buckets?
6.
Oh, almost done.
And I think on those there, however many of those bell peppers that we have left, I'm going to plant on the tops of those.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Hand me that one that I left there. You
Ah,
can reach it.
I have 2 hands.
Oh.
I have 2 hands. I have 2 hands. Dong. Palihog ko. Look at him. Palihog ko
Maybe
kuha
that
na
little
dong.
plant there right now. I don't know
Yatag sa iya dong.
how I left it there.
Soon, really soon, you'll be in the kamote. You'll really dig kamote soon with Nini. Do you think that's strong enough? This one?
All right, there it is. Complete. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to move the buckets on this side of the string to the right about 6 inches. A little bit crowded right there at the post. As you can see, I put bell peppers. The remaining bell peppers that we had, I just planted them on the top here just to see how they would do. Tomatoes on the bottom, peppers on the top. This is an experiment. I can tell, this whole string is much looser than the ones that I had it before because I tightened them. And Tatai was doing the splicing on the wire, so it didn't really get tight. But it's not his fault. I mean, I had the tensioner back behind that tree, but it was so loose. I didn't want to give it too many turns, or else it would break the baling wire. You can only cinch it up just a few turns, and if you turn it too much, it'll just break it. What I'm talking about is this back here. And I got a few turns on it, and it cinched it up some, but if you just keep twisting on that right there where it's binding, it'll eventually just break, probably another 5 or 6 turns, and then the whole thing hits the ground. So instead of that, we're just going to have to put another pole right here, and maybe another one down there, put another couple poles underneath it, and then try to tension it. Hopefully that'll take enough of the tension off to where I can get some turns on it without it being under pressure. So anyway, there they are. And you know, I just remembered a few minutes ago, I've got to apologize to Paul. I forgot to put fish guts in the bottom of one of these pots, or two. I don't think we have any thawed out fish anyway. Next time, Paul, promise. He made a special request for me to put some fish guts in the bottom of one of these buckets, and I just now remembered. Of course, after it's all done. Next time, Paul, I'll try my best to remember it. You know what? These pots are all the way up on that splice too, so I'm not going to be able to push them from this side to the left any. Well, I take it back. I got that one a couple inches, so I'll try to get them all back a little bit. I left some of these unplanted tomatoes up there. And no, I'm not going to plant tomatoes top and bottom. Well, you know what? Why not? Just for an experiment. So I'm going to move the rest of these buckets around, move them down just a little bit more, and heck with it. I'll plant a few tomatoes on the top. I've only got 5 or 6 there, so we'll do that experiment as well. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.